Hello everyone, Catherine Keller here, and I have missed talking with all of you. We've been traveling and having summertime stuff with the kids, and so it's been a jam-packed schedule for the last week or so. But I was thinking about all of you today, and I actually didn't anticipate sitting here and making a blog post today, but I felt really empowered with a story that happened a couple of days ago with my son and I. And my son, for those of you that have read some of my blog posts, you'll probably clue into the fact that he's very analytical. He's a lot like his mother. And so we can relate on an analytical and deep thinker level. And I love that about him because our conversations, he seems so adult to me, even at the age of 11. And I really want to nurture that because I am just flabbergasted by his ability to think through things sometimes. And it really can be a gift if used correctly. I tend to, and I think that it's a great gift for me to have as well, but where it becomes very negative for me is when I overanalyze everything. And I'm working now in my mid-30s to still try to not suppress but calm my mind down sometimes. That anyway, so my son and I, he was laying in bed next to me. It's right before bedtime. He was reading a book. I was reading a book, and he interrupted me, and we have a lot of things going on in our life right now, and some big things happening in the kids' lives. And my son turned to me and he said, "Mom, you know what is most upsetting to me about this whole situation is that I don't have control." He said, "If I could just snap my fingers and make a decision and everything is done, then I would feel so much better." And I said, "You know, buddy, I have the same problem." And I think a lot of us do in our lives, that it's the lack of control that causes such fear and anxiety in our mind. And so we went on. I went back. We talked for a little while. I went back to reading. He went back to reading. And I'm reading this book I got from the library called "You've Got to Read This Book." And it's 55 famous people, authors, actors, musicians, and the books that they have read that have been turning points in their lives. And so I turned to the next page right after this conversation, and I saw this quote that said, "You can be happy if you know this one thing, that some things are within your control and some things are not." And I turned to Marcus and I said, "Oh, buddy, I think we just got a gift, because this was meant for both of us to read after our conversation, that you can really be happy if you recognize and accept the fact that it's not always in your control, and that there is a lot of things out there that aren't in our control. And once we really grasp that concept and become at peace with that fact, we can have so much more peace and happiness and joy in our life." And I was so thrilled that my son read this and he immediately got it. It was a aha moment for both of us. And so I wanted to share that story with you because even though it's something that we intellectually know, that things aren't always in our control, it's good to be reminded that we can have peace and we can have joy if we just will let go of control sometimes. So it is Friday here, and I am looking forward to a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend planned ahead of you, and I can't wait to talk with you guys on the next video. Have a great day.